Okay. You could center this one as well. And you can change, if you want, you could pick a different font. Let's say I pick this one. I'll pick this font. You could change the size. You can make it bigger. You could bold it. You could italicize, underline. You know, there's different things that you can do playing around in here. I'm going to say done. And you can see how it looks. Next, I'm going to change the price. And the price was $1,125,000. So I'm just going to type that in here. And I like the way they have these little symbols for you. So I'm going to go in and change this one. This one says 3 bedrooms. My listing actually has 5. Oh, I didn't hit done in this. I'm going to change this, just change the number. Done. Bathrooms, I think there's 3.5. Done. And I'm going to say 5,000 square feet. I think it's a little more, but done. So you could see how it'll look here. Next, you could say a little something about your listing. So I'm going to take this out and I'm going to put in from the listing details here. Just copy and paste. You know, you could be a little more creative when you guys do this, obviously. And I'm going to center it. Okay. And I'm going to say done. I feel like I could change this to maybe, don't forget, view my video below. View my video, picture video below. Oh, I think I just deleted it actually. But if you want, so this is the good thing that I like about this. I'm just going to save it so we don't lose what we did. If you want to add something in that's not here, say I want to add another text box, you just drag it and slide it over. So here I have a new text box. If you want to add a picture in, you just bring it over and drag it in. But we'll go over all that a little bit later. With this, I'm going to say, check out our video below. What's nice is you also can put a button in if you want to send somebody to, let's say, the video. I can edit this button here, and the button can say video tour. I can't use a character. Okay, video tour. And I am going to send them to our video tour here. So I'm going to copy the link. And I'm just going to paste in. And so I'm sending them to a web address, and I'm just going to put in the link to our video tour. You can change the background color. You can have the borders be square if you want, as opposed to rounded. It's up to you. I'm going to pick square just to pick something different. And I'm going to say done. So now you can see the video button has changed. It's not going to work yet. It'll only work once we, finalize it. There's this place here now if you want to add 2 more pictures. So let's say I want to add 2 more pictures. I'm going to hit replace, and I'm going to go back to my listing images. So I'm going to go back to 23 Pine Glen, and all my listing pictures will show up. So I'm going to pick, let's say, this one. And again, I don't know what everyone asked, but I'm going to send it back to that web page and say done. And I'm going to add 1 more picture here. I'll add this picture. Okay, link to the web address. Again, I don't know, like I said, I guess wherever you click, it'll send you back to that web page. I'll say done. And then all this information here, you don't actually have to add in. It will automatically fill all this in. The only thing you have to do is the download my app. You just need to add in the link to your app. So the link to the site to download your app. So I'll show you how to find that. If you're in Command, you're going to go to Consumer. Wait, let me just make sure I change this one. I save it, I'm sorry. You're going to go to Consumer. And this is the place that you go for anything website related or app related. Site and app settings, and then your URLs. So right here, you could see this is your app URL link. So I'm just going to copy this, and everybody should be, different. So everyone should be app.kw.com. Oh wait, I'm sorry, there's people waiting. app.kw.com. So I'm going to copy that. And I am going to put it right in where it says the link, the web address. I'm just going to paste that app URL and hit done. Okay. So this is what it's going to look like. And I'm just going to save it. What's really cool is that you can see it a few different ways. You can see how it's going to look through an email. You could see how it's going to look on a tablet. And you can see how it's going to look on a cell phone. So as you can tell, on a cell phone, everything is very narrow. And this is just for you to see because a lot of people just open their emails through their phone. Another way to see that is if you click on the eyeball, it will also show you a preview. And if you see here, right, Rosemary's picture got filled in, whole information, contact information, the office information, which is great. On a tablet, it'll look like this. And on a cell. So what I always suggest doing is sending yourself the email first. What's nice is that you can either preview here, like we just saw, or you can send a test email. So I'm going to send a test email to myself. And we can see how that looks. Does anybody have questions so far? No, you guys are good? Okay. Hope I didn't lose you. Okay, let me open my email. See if it came in. Is that it? No. Let's give it a minute to come through. Here we go. It did come in. It's right here under promotions. It came through. And since it's a test email, it says test, but I'm going to click on it so that we can see how it looks. And this is what your contacts will receive. And what I like, it just looks very clean. The layout is nice. They did all this for you. If I click on the link for video tour, it brings me right to the tour. If I want to download the app, I can click on that. And it brings you right to the person's, to the agents, I should say, download their app page. Okay, so that's how it looks to follow one of the templates that they give you. Like I said, you can change anything that you see. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys how to totally customize it. You could do whatever you want. What's nice now that you couldn't do before, you couldn't include videos, you couldn't include links. Now you can include all that. Oh, so now I should tell you how to send it though. Let me just show you how to send it. I forgot that part. Okay, so let's go back. All right, so here we are, and we saved we have our email that we designed. I'm just going to go back and edit this. I don't like the way it's underlined, so I'm just going to change that. Take off underlining, take off italics. Let's say I want to make this a little bigger. I can make it a little bigger. So I'm going to save it. Okay, so now I'm going to say save and exit. And now I'm going to show you guys how to actually send that out. So we started creating the design in Designs. And if I click on the email designs, it's going to show me this is the one that we just worked on right now. Okay. Now we're going to go to campaigns. And I know it doesn't make sense because this is where we do our Facebook ads, but you also can do it's called an email campaign. So we're going to go to emails and you're going to create a new campaign. I'm going to pick email. And I'm going to call this one 23. Okay. And this is just for your own use. Why are you sending this email? What is the point? For this particular email, I'm going to say it's to advertise a listing. This information doesn't go anywhere. It's just for you. So I know, Michael, you had asked. This is where you decide where you're going to send it from. Do you want to send it through your command email or do you want to send it through MailChimp? And for those that join late, I'm going to tell you that I recommend command email because you get 5,000 free emails a month and it makes getting your contact list much easier. You can use MailChimp if you already have an account. I forgot how many, you get 2,000, I think, contacts free. I'm not sure how many emails a month you get, but if you, some people have a paid account and that's fine to keep using it. But if not, I would recommend just sticking with the command email. It's free, like I said, for up to 5,000 emails a month. And for most agents, that should be enough. And you can always add on as well. So I'm picking command email, and now I'm going to set up my mail campaign. So I'm clicking set up campaign. And most people just have their one account here. My recipients list, this is where you create who do you want to send it to. So either you have other lists that you already have created, or you can create a new list. So I'm going to create a new list. I'm going to call this one 23. What I like is that you actually can do it by tag. So let's say I already have contacts, let's say, that called in about 261 Old Mill, which is in the same price range. I can pick anybody who is interested in 261 Old Mill, and you get the contacts for that. And then you can go ahead and choose. Who do you want? Do you want to send it to everybody? Or do you want to pick and choose? Let's say I don't want to send it to Alex and I don't want to send it to Audrey. So you can pick and choose here based on your tags if you'd like. I'm actually going to just send it to myself because otherwise I don't want to send this out to everybody. So I'm just going to put in my own name here. So let's see. Oh, I think I have to delete the tag. Okay. So this is me here. So I'm just going to pick myself. And I'm going to confirm. So right now, my list is only myself. If you want to see the list, you can go to Edit. And you can see who it's going to. Like I said, you could do it by tags as well, which is a really nice feature to have. And you can customize that. All right. So my list is going to be the 23 Pine Glen class list. The sender is Rosemary. And then the reply is going to come to rpilati@kw.com. The subject, I'm going to say new listing, 23 Pine Glen Drive. All right. Now this is where you pick your email. So I'm going to, where it says content, I'm going to click select design content for your email. And it's going to bring you to all of your templates that you've created, email templates. I'm going to pick this last one that we just worked on. This one, you can, if you want, you could make a last minute edit if you want. Oh, I thought I'd change this. All right, I'm going to change the text here. You could do any last minute edits that you want right in here. You should be able to do any last minute edits. I don't know, it's not letting me, but okay. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to take out the underlining and the italics. I'm going to make it a little bigger and I'm going to click done. So this is how it's going to look. So I'm going to hit save and exit. So now you can see, this is what the email is going to look like. They give you a preview. Again, before it goes out, and this isn't filled in, this will actually be filled in once it goes out, but you want to see a preview. You could do the preview again, just to double check. How does this look? You know, I like the way it looks. Again, let's see. Hang on, guys. Oh, just close it down. Okay. I would again do as test email to myself just to make sure that I like the way it looks here. So I'm going to send it again. We'll check that out in a minute. And that's about it. It's actually pretty easy to send out this bulk email that's already configured for you. There's, like I said, 23 different templates that are customizable. Next, I'm going to show you guys how to do your own personal, totally custom email, because I know a lot of people are looking for that feature. And then I'll take questions in between, so you don't have to worry. Here we go. Here's the test email again. I like to just double and triple check everything, because if you're sending it out to 100 people, you don't want to embarrass yourself. You want to make things are spelled right, laid out right. You know, that's always my suggestion. Always send it to yourself first, because sometimes things don't look exactly like they're going to look. So this is the email that your agents will get, that your contacts will get. You know, they can click on the video tour button. Oh, actually, this didn't fill in. I wonder why. I wonder if it'll fill in once we actually really send it. So let's do that now. We're going to go through and send the email. So you have a choice. Either you can save it as a draft and work on it later, right? You can schedule it. Let's say you're kind of like me and work weird times. You may not want to send an email out 10 o'clock at night, so you can schedule it. So you can pick when you want this email to go out, or you can just send it right away. So I'm going to click send. So it's going to one recipient. I'm going to send now. So then we can see how it actually looks. Okay, any questions while we're waiting for it to come through? No, you guys are all good? You guys can all do this yourself now? All right, let me find my email. So here's the actual email that's going through. This is the official one. Let's see how it looks. So the logo looks good. The picture looks good. Well, this looks good. So I'm wondering if I click on this. Yeah, it doesn't take, I don't know why they asked for the link. It doesn't actually take me to the listing. We can add that in though. This is just kind of giving you the basics, but I'll show you later how to add in the specifics of each one. You could do the video tour here. And if you look, all this information is filled in, right? It gives the office information, the team information, Rosemary's numbers. So it looks good. Okay, so that's how that email will look. There's a couple things.
Click on the pic. Oh, I'm sorry.
Excuse me? No? Okay. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to show you guys how to do it custom, like a totally custom email. All right, so we're going to go back to designs, which is designs is this one. Yeah, the little pencil and paper. Okay. And I'm going to create a new design, and it's going to be an email design. And I'm going to create a new template this time. I'm going to create something totally custom. All right. So I'm just going to call this one custom template. And what's nice is once you have a template that you've created that you like, you actually can copy it and just change the listing information. So once you create it and get it how, you know, with your specific information, you could just copy it, like I said, and just put it in the different listing information for next time. So let us start out with, I'm going to put in the legal header, and this will pull like all your basic information through. It'll have the Market Center logo, your name, your photo, your mobile phone number, and your email. I know it doesn't look like it right here, but when we do it, it will show up with your custom information. The next thing we're going to do is a text. So let's say you're just sending a regular email, right? All you do is either double click on it or click this pencil, and we can start typing. So I can say hello, and this is really cool. They have these function fields. So I can pick, let's say, contact first name. So I can say hello and then add in the contact's first name. So let's say your name is John. It'll be hello, John, right? And then I can say, I have a new listing. I thought you would like to look at. Let me know what you think. Oh, I just did something. I just deleted it. Okay, we'll do that again. Sorry. And again, I'm just going to pull down. These are all the different fields that automatically fill. So I'm going to do, again, contact first name. Okay, so I am going to send, I'm just going to, you know, you can format this if you want. I'm just going to change the font. I don't know, I'll just pick something. I don't like that one. I'll pick this one and I'll make it that size, just so you can play around with it. Okay, so I'm going to say done. So that's the first thing that I have. Okay, next I'm going to add in a photo. So I'm going to pick image, and all you do is you drag it on over, right? So either you can add an image from your desktop, or if it's a listing, you can pick from your listing. Or the image could be something that you've already created in Designs, which is nice. If you have something that you've created, you can also use that as well. So I'm going to pick this image. So far, this is what I have. Now I'm going to add another text box. And you just double click on it and you can say, click below for more listing information. Okay, I'm going to say done. And now what you can add, which is really cool, is a listing block. So this is going to bring in all the information about your listing. Oops, try that again. And it's going to ask you to pick your listing. It's almost like magic what happens here. So it already picked this listing. Oh, it didn't work. Okay, let me try that again. Sorry. Okay, so this is the listing I'm picking. Hoping it's chosen here. It worked before for me. All right, let me keep trying. Hang on. Okay, looks like it's chosen here. Okay, select. All right, let me select it.
Now it's letting you.
Yeah, I had to click on one of the pictures. I don't know why. All right, so it filled in here the address information, square footage. Again, I'm going to send it back to that link for that web page that we pulled up from my website. So I already actually added to the bottom some of my featured listings, so it just pops right up.
How do you do that, what you're just doing?
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll tell you how to do that after. You can add featured listings to your website. It's actually.
No, that I have that.
Oh, you have that?
Yeah.
Okay. On the page.
But I thought this email was linking back to your website.
Yeah, so it's going to say which page do you want it to send it to. So I'm going to send it to actually the listing on my webpage. Yeah.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
going to say done. So let's see. So now you get this. Next, I'm going to add, what else can we add? I have a video. I can add my video. So I'm going to add another text box. And say, did that come in? Yep. I'm going to click on that thing. Click below for video tour. Or you could add a button if you want. That's another thing that you can do.
Oh.
So I'm going to add in, so I'm going to center this also. Looks better centered. Okay. So next I'm going to add a video in. So all you have to do is go to the site where your video is and enter the URL. So now I got to find that. I think this is it. Okay. So I'm going to add that. So I just copied the link to my video tour. I have so many things open. All right, here we go. I'm just going to add in the link for my video tour. And the only thing is it doesn't have like a picture, so you can add a thumbnail. It could be whatever you want. I'm just going to add a picture of the house. So I'm going back to listing images. It could be something, like I said, that you created, whatever you want. But it's nice because before we weren't able to do this. I'm just going to pick this picture a little bit different. So this will just be what it looks like for the front of the video tour. And then also some people I know are doing Matterport tours. That's something else that you can do. I'm going to add a button this time, just so you can see how to do that. If it went in. Here we go. There's a button here. So I'm going to click on that, edit, and I'm going to add the link to our Matterport tour, which is this.
What's Matterport?
It's like a 3D walkthrough. I'll show you. It's actually very cool. And if anybody's interested, my daughter started doing them in her spare time. I'll show you what it is. It's basically like a virtual walkthrough.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the button. You can change the color of the button also. You could do whatever you'd like with that. All right.
How do you change the color of the button? How do you do
Change
that?
the color? Sure, we can do that. So I'm just going to click that. So it's going to be background color here.
Mm-hmm.
So you can pick whatever you want. If you have the number, you can type the number in of the actual color.
Okay.
You can make it square around it. I'll change it to square.
Okay.
And I think you can probably make it bigger too. It looks like you can. This is all new, so I haven't tried any of this stuff yet. I wonder if I make it bigger, if I make it, I don't know, make it 200. See what happens. And the height, I'll make 80. You could pick your font as well. I'll pick this one. You could center it, put it on the side. Let's try that. Let's see. See, the button got bigger. So I might want to make the font a little bigger since the button's bigger. I can change what the button says. So I could say 3D. Change that. Okay, so let's see, done. So that looks a little better. There's also something, if you guys want to try to add in, it's nice too. There is a event block. And all that really is, it's one picture. Oh, what happened here? It went on the side. There's a picture, and then you get 3 text boxes. So let's say there's something that you just want to say. You can always use this. It's just nice because it's all laid out for you and includes a button. You can change stuff. You can edit the buttons. You could take it out if you want. You could do whatever you like.
Is this like for open house, let's say?
Yeah, you can do like put the picture in and just say, right, open house on whatever. Here's the link. Click here for details, and you could send them to a page with the details, like a landing page with the details. Yep.
And every time you pick something to add to this, this
Mhm.
one went to the side. Like, why did this go to the side?
I don't know. I've never seen that, to be
How
quite
do you
honest
make
with
sure
you.
that they stack in the order that you want? Or can you rearrange your order?
I'll try. Let me see. But the good thing is actually there's this redo button, undo button. You just click it
Okay. Yeah.
and it's gone now. So let me try adding. At the bottom, I suggest doing the legal footer. So let me see if I do that first and then add it in after. Maybe I added it in a weird place. I don't know. This just came out, so I'm learning along with you guys.
And your
So
header
here's the
and
legal
legal footer is going to be or automatically, you know.
Correct. So all this information,
Okay.
your market center, the logos, your
That's
name.
pulled from your profile and stuff.
Exactly. So as long as you're
Okay.
set up, you'll be good. Let me try adding in this event block again.
Mhm.
Oh,
Okay.
here. So now it came in normally. Maybe I just added it weird, you know?
Okay.
So I'm just going to delete it. There's a little garbage can here. I'm going to delete it. What's important to know is that in an email, like we have a little heading like hello, there's no automatic signature at the bottom. You'll get this. So you might want to add at the bottom, you know, let's say, thanks for taking a look, and like an email signature, you know, thank you for looking at my listing. I mean, this could be whatever you want it to be, obviously. If you need any information, give me then you could just put like your name, you know, your signature block that you would put in. And like I said, once you set this up once, I'll show you guys how to copy it. And all you have to do is maybe change your listing information each time. So you can set something up that you like. It may take a little longer the first time, but then once it's set up, you'll always have it and you can copy it. And I'll show you how to do that as well. Okay, so I added a little, you know, a little signature at the end there.
Now, are you able to add like your photo there if you wanted to?
Well, your
or
photo's going to come up at the bottom.
logo? Okay.
So it'll already come up. Yeah. I mean, if you want, you certainly can. It'll be, you know, but I think it comes at the bottom.
Okay.
So let me just save this so I don't lose what we did, and we'll do a little preview. So different ways to do that. We can click the little eyeball here and see how this is going to look. So it's not going to fill this in. So I suggest sending it to yourself just to see exactly, and the links won't work in the preview, but you can see how the layout is. So here I might want to center this and make it a little bigger. So I think I'm going to do that. But I think when it's sent, your picture does come in, but we'll check that for you. We'll go through this one. Your picture is at the top, by the way, now that I'm looking. You could see how it looks on like an iPad, like a tablet. And then you'll see how it looks on an iPhone or
And
a phone.
it's automatically formatted for whichever media
Correct.
they're looking at.
So if something is overlapping or looks weird, at least you can catch it before it goes out. Okay. So I'm going to just change this and center it. So I'm going to make it bigger. And I'm going to center it. So that looks much better. And also, I think I'm going to add a space in there, so it's a little bit more space from the picture above. Okay.
So below, that's the link to the listing right there?
Yeah, so when it goes through, you'll see it'll take you to the listing page up.
Okay.
And then I have the button for the 3D tour. Obviously, I'm just going through this fast just to show you guys. Yeah, you guys can sit and take your time. Yeah, your picture is at the top. Okay, so I'm going to save. And I'm going to save and exit. So now we're going to send it to myself. Okay, so I'm going to go, now that it's created, it's right here under this custom template. I am going to go back to campaigns. And I am going to send it to create a new campaign. It's going to be in an email. And obviously, usually when you do this, you send it to more than one person. Usually it's something, you know, to send an email this way, it's a little bulky. If you're just doing it to one person, you know, you're probably going to want to do it something that you're sending a blast out for.
Right.
This is just for me. Okay, why am I sending it? I'm sending it to advertise the listing. I'm going to use command email, and I'm going to set up my campaign. So I'm going to pick a list that I already used, the test list that I just created. So I'm going to pick that one. Again, you can create your own list or edit the list that I selected already. I can add somebody else on here if I want to add Lamari, who's on our team. I could add her in. You know, so now I'm sending it to 2 people. You could take her out. You know, you guys can play around with the list. Like I said, you can use the tags. I'm going to call this 23 Pine Glen Drive. All right, then I'm just going to pick which design template I want to use. So I'm going to go again with this new one that I just did. This is why it's important to name them, because otherwise you're never going to know which one it is. If you forget to name it, that's fine. You just click in here and you can rename it. And then I'll show you guys at the end how to copy something that you've already done to reuse. So I'm picking this template and it pulls it right in. You could see it. Anything last minute you want to change, you can do that. I'm just going to say save and exit.
Where did you do it? Oh,
Oh, what?
I didn't see where save and exit was.
Oh, okay. I can go back. I'll just update it.
Okay.
So I'm going to pick this one
Right.
right
Oh,
here,
there.
save and
Okay.
exit.
Okay.
And if you want to change something, you could change it first. That's fine. I'm going to pick save and exit. And as you can see, it's right here. So I'm going to send it to myself first, which I suggest, like I said, everybody do that because you don't want to send out something funky, right? So it's just going to me. So like I said, you can either schedule it, pick a different time, send it on Friday before the weekend, send it tomorrow morning, whatever you think is best. You could save it as draft. You start working on it. Something comes up. You can't finish it. That's fine. So I'm just going to hit send. You could see, again, last chance, what it's going to look like. I'm going to send now. And then once we get it in, I'll show you what it looks like. So I think it went to my personal email. Just give it a minute. Any questions while we're waiting? No, you're good? Okay.
So we can send these out without a listing. Like, let's say we don't have any
Yes.
listings and you just want to send out, you know, contact
Yeah, we
me.
can look. I think there's probably something for, are you a brand new agent,
Yep,
Diana,
yep.
or?
Yes.
Yeah, so there must be, so you can customize, right? You might want to send it to all your sphere, all your friends and family, and all your personal contacts that you know, right? Say, I'm now
Right.
new in the business, so I bet you there's a template, but we'll look. Or you can customize something.
Okay. Well, I'd
Um,
like to see what you have, or I mean, I could do.
Yeah, so I just picked the listing template, but like I said, you can create your own stuff, put your
Mhm.
own information in. Let me just see if it came through yet. Didn't come through yet. All right, so while we're waiting for that, we can, let me send it to my other email. Maybe that's. Yeah, I don't think this is the new one. No, it's the old one. All right, it's just taking a few minutes. I think I'm going to send it to my other email, actually. Just maybe it'll come through quicker. So here's the one that I just sent.
Mhm.
If I duplicate the campaign, I'm just going to make a copy of it. And you could either duplicate and customize here. So I could duplicate it and make a copy. Okay. I don't know why this is. So this is going to be a copy of the one that I just sent. So I'm going to now send it to, I'm going to create a new list. Okay, I'm going to send it now to my work email because I don't know why it didn't come through. All right, I'm just going to send it. Oh, that's a test. I don't want to do that. All right, I'm just going to send it now. Okay, hopefully it comes up. So I'm going to go back to designs. I just want to see what other ones there are. Because like I said, this is a brand new feature. and I haven't really gone through everything. So you go through, you go to designs, right? And then you say you're going to create something new. So you click this plus sign. I'm going to pick emails. I want to create a new email. Click next. And these are all the templates right here where it says KWRI templates. These are all the ones that are
They're pre-made already?
the pre-made ones, right? You just go in like the first one we did and just fill in the information. So I'm just seeing what they have here. I don't see anything with, let me see what this is, work with me for a buyer. You can see what that looks like. Click next. This is pretty good for a new agent. If you're looking to buy, I'll be your guide. And it says the reasons why they should use you as an agent. You know, that's not a bad one for a new agent. I'm sure there's something else. Let me see what else. I don't know what this basic is. Let's see what basic is. Oh, so this just kind of gives you a layout. You know, if you like this layout. Like I said, you can change any of these layouts by deleting. You just click the garbage can, you can add, slide something over. It's very easy.
And these templates that are pre-made, it's not, you can't delete them. They're kind of like in there.
Yeah, but once you change them and give it a name, it becomes in your template. So for
Okay.
instance, under
Got it.
email,
Yeah,
these
I
are the ones that I've created already.
Right, I
Right?
understand.
So these are mine. So I can, let's say the one we just did, I can make a copy. So now it's a copy. So now I can use this one and edit it.
When it says change cover image, can you like drop a photo in there so you know what it is without? like,
Exactly.
reading?
Yep, you can.
So like you could just pull the cover of that house.
So let's
and
say,
that would-
right, so now I'll pick, let me see, 23 Pine Glen. I'll pick the picture. Here, I got a picture here. Oh, there you go, see? Yeah, it does make it easier for you. That's not the best picture, but yeah, you can do
But,
that.
yeah, okay, but like there you'll say, oh, it's that one, it's that one. It must-
Exactly, yeah.
If
So I
everything
can
looks
change
the
that.
same, you
Yeah.
could get a little dizzy. All right.
Exactly. So here's the one that I just made a copy of, right?
Yep.
So I'm gonna call this one, I'll change the listing now. People are popping in here. I'll change this one to a different listing. I'm gonna call it 261 Old Mill, and then now I can go through and change, like, I could pick a different listing. So I could pick select listing.
Where did you do that?
Show you. So this was the listing box, right? So I'm just gonna click this little pencil here. And then it says select listing. So I'm gonna pick a different listing now. And you know what? I meant to say this too. Like if you're a new agent and you don't have any listings, let's say you're doing an open house for somebody else, with their permission, make sure you get the permission. See if it's okay for them for you to send out an email like this, you know, with their information in it, you know, with the listing. You don't necessarily have to have your own listing to do something like this. You could check with other agents, but always get their permission, okay? So now I just selected this other listing, and as you could see, all this other information came in. I'm gonna pick a link now to that listing. I'm gonna type in the address. That wrong. I think I spelled that wrong. And then we'll go back and check the email that it came through and how it looks. I know you guys are waiting anxiously to see that, right? I don't know why this isn't coming in. I don't know why I'm getting new city listings here. Okay, I'm not sure why. Just gonna pick it here.
And you're just picking a listing off your webpage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just getting the link from my webpage. So this way, when people come to look at the details, at least
It'll
they're on
go
your
to
page
you.
already.
Oh,
Hmm?
got it. Yeah, I see.
So it's nice that you bring them to your page. They're not just somewhere
Right.
out in cyberspace, you know?
Got it. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna come back.
It's all making sense now.
Okay, yeah, there's a method to my madness.
Yeah.
So I'm
Okay.
sending them to, or you could create a landing page, which is a whole other class, a specific page where you're sending them
Mhm.
as well. All right, so I'm gonna save this and exit. So you basically would go through and change all the listing details, but that's how you would change. Use the same template, but just change it for a different listing. All right, so let me see if the email came through that we worked on, which I'm hoping it did at this point. Here it is. Okay, here's the email. So this is the email, the last one that we just worked on, the custom one. So
Mhm.
it says, hello, Eileen. It knew my name because we put that field in, right? Customer
Yep.
first name. I have a new listing. I thought you'd be interested. Let me know what you think. So it has the picture. This actually could have been bigger. Click below for listing information. I don't know why this wasn't centered. It's a little weird. But if you click on it, it will take you here to that.
To your webpage
Yep.
with the listing. Okay.
Exactly. So that was the idea. They get all the listing details here. They get the pictures, right? And then I also said, click below for a video tour. So our photographer made like a little video tour. So they can come here, or a YouTube link or whatever that you guys are using from your photographer. So it brings them here.
This is like the animated photos.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
And then also
So it's
this
like
is
an
so I
autoplay.
think Donna was asking with the Matterport tour. It's basically like a video game kind of your house. And this is good in times now with COVID, especially. You don't want just anybody coming at the house. And so you literally can walk through the house. It's a little creepy.
Oh yeah. I've seen those. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Donna, this is what it is. It just walks you right, and you can see every nook and cranny. It's like you're there. You can turn around.
You can even measure your furniture. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So if anybody wants, my daughter started doing them, and she did this one actually. It was a huge
Awesome.
house. It's actually cool because you can go down the steps.
Very cool.
Yeah, which I'll show you. They actually have a nice wine cellar. I'll show you that. And then we'll end that. And I'll take any questions that you guys have. They just
How
have
do
a
you
cool
get
wine
this
cellar
Matterport
that I
tour
like.
set up?
What?
How you set up one of these Matterport tours? They're really cool.
Yeah, my daughter actually is doing it. It's a special camera that she had to buy, and it takes a couple of hours to do it. You literally, every few steps, you take pictures. It's a special camera. And the Matterport app is amazing. It kind of puts it together. She has to edit a little bit, but you create something like this. So if anybody, she does Rockland and Lower Orange County, if anybody's interested.
Hopefully I will be. Very
Yeah.
cool.
Cool. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, she really likes doing it. She started doing it like on the side. She's a graphic designer.
Oh, perfect.
So
Yeah.
in between jobs, she's been doing this.
Mhm.
All right, so that is what it looked like. Let me see what else. So I would play around if this was, with the centering on this a little bit more. I don't know why it didn't come out right. That's why I kind of like the pre-made ones. You really can't mess them up too badly. Maybe make this a little bigger, right? And then at the end, all that information that looked really weird kind of shows up nicely here. And your picture is at the top of the page. Okay?
Wait, where's the signature that you put in there?
Yeah, so that was the last text box that I did. I said, thank you for looking
yeah.
at my listing. And then I put my name, well, office address probably should go in here too. But like I said, if you set this up once, you can just copy it for the next few times that you're going to do something. Okay.
Cool.
Does anybody have any questions? I feel like I kind of just threw a lot at you guys. For you back. Oh, wait, I have a question in the chat. Okay. Nobody has questions? You guys can all go home and do this now? Yeah? Okay.
No,
Yeah, I'm gonna do one now.
Okay, great. Send it to me. I want to see how it looks.
this
Okay.
is Paul. Sorry I came up late. I'm asking for the audio. I would like
Yeah,
to
so sure. So I started videoing it a little bit late, recording it, but I'll send you what I have. I'm going to post it. We have a YouTube channel for you guys that are new where we post all our videos. So you guys can go back. If you miss a class, that's fine. Rewatch it. It's better if you're on live so you can ask questions. But if you do happen to miss it, you could always go back and rewatch it. Christy, any comments from you? No? Okay. Maggie, you're good? Everybody's good? Okay, well, it's nice meeting everybody who's new, and it's good to see the old faces. And if you have any questions, just email me, and I'm here to help you guys. Okay? And thank you
Thank
for
you.
joining. Cool.
Okay, thanks.
Bye-bye.